Singh, Assistant Professor of CSC Department from Akgec Engineering College. Today we discuss the data analytics, some topics of Unit 5 like frameworks and visualizations. First, we know what is a framework. So, framework is basically a structure that provides the base for the application development process. With the help of framework, you can avoid everything from scratches. So, framework provide a set of tools and elements that help in speedy development process. And frameworks behaves like template that can be used and even modified to meet the project requirements when ever we need. So, framework are basically based on a programming language. So, some popular frameworks that are mostly used are Django, Flutter, Angular, Vue, PyTorch, Spring Boot, React Navi, and Apache Spark, and many more. So, these frameworks allow develop to create a robust and rich functionality of the software. Now, next topic we discuss the visualization. So, visualization just name suggests visualization, visualize the data in the pictorial form. So, visualization is the process of creating graphical representation of data or information to make it easier to understand, analyze, and easy way to communicate the data. So, visualization involves transferring complex data set into visual forms like chart, graphs, maps, or even interactive dashboard to allow people to spot trends and patterns and insights quickly. Now, next topic is a MapReduce. So, MapReduce is basically a programming language. So, MapReduce basically processing technique for handling and analyzing large data set into the distributed computing environment, and it was introduced by Google to efficiently process vast or large amount of data set across multiple servers in parallel. So, MapReduce breaks down data processing into two main functions like map and second is a reduce. So, in map the input data is divided into smaller manageable chunks which are proceeds in parallel. In this step, each chunk is analyzed or transformed and key value pair is generated. So, now next part is a reduce. So, map is taken as a input data. So, reduce is taken as the output data. So, the reduce function is the output form of the map state and is then grouped by the key and proceeds to combine the value. And this step summarize the data based on the specific problem requirement. For example, in the word count example, the reduce function would aggregate counts for each unique word across all chunks, providing a total count. And now, MapReduce is highly scalable and work with distributed storage system like Hadoop distributed file system, and it widely used in the big data applications where data sets are too large to fit on a single machine, such as in a search engine recommendation system and large scale analytics. Now, here we discuss the architecture of MapReduce. In this architecture, client, job, Hadoop MapReduce master are used, and Hadoop Map Master is divided in two parts: job parts. So, here the map is taken as a input data and reduce is taken as a output data. So, this is the architecture of MapReduce architecture. Now, the components of the MapReduce architectures. So, first we discuss the client. So, the MapReduce client is one of the who brings the job to the MapReduce for processing. There can be multiple clients available that continuously send jobs for processing to the Hadoop MapReduce manager. Next component is a job. So, the MapReduce job is the actual work that the client wanted to do with is the compromise of so many smaller tasks that the client wants to process or execute. So, now next component is a Hadoop MapReduce master. So, Hadoop MapReduce master is divides the job into subsequent job part or similar job parts. Now, next component is a job parts. So, job parts are the sub jobs that are obtained after dividing the main jobs, and the result of all the job parts combined to produce the final output. So, here the Now next component is input data. So we take the input data is a map, the data set that is fed into the map reduce for processing. Then output data is the uh, we use a reduce function. So output data is obtained after the final processing. Our next topic is a Hadoop. So what is a Hadoop? So Hadoop is an open source software programming framework for storing a large amount of data and performing the computations. So Hadoop framework is based on Java programming with some native code in C and Shell scripts. So Hadoop is an open source software framework that is basically used for storing and processing large amount or huge amount of data in a distributed computing environment. It is designed to handle big data and it is based on the MapReduce programming model. So which allow for the parallel processing of the large amount of the data sets. Now, then Hadoop is also divided into two main components, like MapReduce is also divided in subparts or subcomponents. So Hadoop is also divided in two main components like Hadoop distributed file system and yet another resource navigator. So now we discuss Hadoop distributed file system. So this is the storage component of the Hadoop, which allow for the storage of large amount of data across multiple machines. And it designed to work with a commodity hardware, which makes it a cost effective. Now next component of Hadoop is a yarn, yani ki yet another resource negotiator. So this is the resource management component of the Hadoop, which manage the allocation of the resources such as CPU and the memory for processing the data stored in a Hadoop distributed file system. Next architecture is part is a Hadoop architecture. So Hadoop is a framework written in a Java that utilize a large cluster of commodity hardware to maintain and store the big size of data or large size of the data. So Hadoop works on MapReduce programming algorithm that was introduced by Google. So today lots of big brands companies are using Hadoop in their organizations to deal with a big data, like for example Facebook, Yahoo, Netflix, eBay, and many more. So the Hadoop architecture mainly consists of uh, 4 components. Now features of Hadoop. What is the features of Hadoop? So Hadoop provides a fault tolerance feature. It is a highly scalable. Hadoop is a low cost and it have huge flexible storage, and it's in Hadoop programming is easy to done. Now next is the what advantages of Hadoop. So Hadoop is a ability is a provide the high flexibility. It is a cost effective, high computational power, tasks are independent, and ability to store large amount of data, perform the linear scaling functions or programs. Now next is the disadvantages of Hadoop. So not very effective for Hadoop is not very effective for the small data sets, and in Hadoop hard cluster management has stability issues and also security problems arises. Next topic is ping. So pig and Apache pig both are the same, so don't be confused the pig and Apache pig. So basically pig represents a big data as the data flow, and pig is a high level platform or tool which is used to process the large data set. And pig is provide the high level of abstraction of processing over the MapReduce, and it provides the high level of scripting language known as a pig Latin, which is used to develop the data analysis code. Pig Latin and Pig Engine are the two main components of the Apache pig tool, and the result of the pig always stored in the Hadoop distributed file systems. Now, next topic is what is the need of pig. So it uses query approaches which results in reducing the length of the code, and it provides many built-in operators. It provides the nested data types like tuples, bag, and maps. And pig Latin is a structured query language, SQL like structured query language. Now next is the features of pig. So So Pig is easy to learn, read and write, especially for SQL programmer. Apache Pig is a boom. So join operators is easy in Apache Pig, fewer lines of code. Apache Pig allow split the in the pipeline. And for performing server operations, Apache Pig provide the rich sets of operators like the filtering, joining, storing and aggregation. So the data structure multi-valued, nested and richer. The Pig can and also Pig can handle the analysis of both structured and unstructured data. Now next is application of Pig. So Pig is used in a various fields like for exploring the large data set. Pig scripting is used to provide the support across the large data set for ad hoc queries required to process the time sensitive data loads, used where the analytic insights uh, are needed using the sampling, provide the support across the large for ad hoc queries, and in the prototyping of large data sets, processing algorithms. So now next topic is what is the difference between Pig and MapReduce. So basically already we know Apache Pig is a scripting language and MapReduce is a compiled programming language. In Apache Pig, abstraction is at a higher level perform, and MapReduce abstraction is at a lower level perform. In Apache Pig, it has less lines of code as compared to the MapReduce. In a MapReduce, lines of code is more in compared to the Apache Pig. And in Apache Pig, less effort is needed for Apache Pig, and more development efforts are required for the MapReduce. In Apache Pig, code efficiency is less as compared to the MapReduce, and in MapReduce as compared to the Pig, efficiency of code is higher. In Apache Pig provides the built-in functions for ordering, storing and union, and in MapReduce hard to perform data operations. In Apache Pig allow nested data types like map, tuples and bag. In MapReduce it does not allow nested data types. Now next topic is a Hive. So Hive is a data warehouse infrastructure tool to process structured data in Hadoop, and it resides top of Hadoop to summarize the big data and make querying and analyzing easy. So initially Hive was also developed by the Facebook, later the Apache Software Foundation it up and develop it further and open source under the name Apache Hive. It is used in different companies. For example, Amazon uses it is a Amazon Elastic MapReduce. Now Hive is not a relational database like a Pig, and a design for online transaction processing, a language for real-time queries and row label updates. So now next topic is what is the features of Hive. So Hive is fast and scalable, and it's provide SQL-like queries that are implicitly transformed to MapReduce or Spark. It can analyze large data set stored in Hadoop distributed file system. It uses indexing to accelerate queries. It allows different storage type like plain text, RC file and HBase. It can operate on compressed data stored in Hadoop ecosystem. Now next is what is the limitations of Hive. So Hive queries contain high latency. It not designed for online transaction processing system. Hive is not capable of handling real-time data. Now next topic we discuss the visual data analytics. So visual data analytics, just name shows, visualize the data in the pictorial form. So data visualization is a graphical representation of quantitative information and data by using visual elements like graphs, chart and maps. In data visualization, convert large and small data sets into visual, which is a very easy to understand and process for humans. So data visualization tools provide accessible ways to understand outlier, pattern and trends in the data. In the world of big data, the data visualization tools and technology are required to analyze vast amount of information. So in data visualization, it is one of the steps of data science and data analytics process, which state that after the data has been collected, proceed and model, it must be visualized for the conclusions to be made. Data visualization technique uses chart, graphs to visualize a large amount of complex data. Visualization provides a quick and easy way to convey concepts, summarize and present large data in easy to understand and straightforward display, which enables readers insightful information. So data visualization is also is an element of the broader data presentation architecture discipline, which aims to identify, locate, manipulate, format and deliver the data in the most efficient way possible. Now next is the features of data visualizations. So in data visualize identify the areas that need attention or move improvement, predict the sales volumes, integration of capability, decision making ability, clarify which factor influence customer behavior. Now understanding the motive of visualization. So what is a data visualization motive? So know your data, getting to know the structure of data, which variables are we trying to plot, how x-axis and y-axis will be used for the representation, how different colors, symbols visualize. Identify the purpose of visualization. What is the purpose to visualize the data? So first, identify the purpose of creating a chart is necessary as this helps define the structure of the process. Select the right chart type. Select the right type of chart is a very crucial, as this defines overall functionality of the chart. Then detail using the color, shape and size. Choosing the correct type of color, shape, size is essential for representing the data. Now data visualization techniques. So data visualization is a various techniques we discuss one by one. So first is a line chart. So line chart involves creating a graph where data is represented as line or set of data points joined by the line. In this picture here, the data is here the line the number of visitors in the thousands in monthly mall. Here the monthly mall visitors data. So in the numbers of visitor in thousands in the through the line. So in line charts, data is shown in the line form. So in this picture, in Jan month, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, data are shown in which month visitors are more. Now next is the area chart. So area chart structure is filled in area that requires at least two groups of data along an axis. So in this picture, here in this picture's number of unit and average fruit consumption is so. So here user 1 and user 2. So in which user 1 user 2 in weekdays, which user consumes the more fruit consumptions. Show the more consumed area. So next is a next technique is a pie chart. So pie chart basically represent a graph in the shape of a circle. The whole chart divided into the subparts, which looks like a sliced pie. Here here in this picture shows the pie chart languages in the world. In the world, various languages are used: Hindi, English, French, Dutch, Telugu. Shows the shows subparts, shows the languages subparts. So using the pie charts. Now next visualization technique is a donut chart. So donut charts are a pie chart that do not contain any data inside the circle. In this picture, donut chart shows the various luxury cars data using the donut chart. Now next technique is a drill down pie chart. So drill down pie charts are used for representing detailed description of particular category. So here shows the languages in the world, different languages shows in the world. So Spanish used in a world in a 4.2%, Russian shows the 4.7%, Hindi 10.9% and English 11.8%. So using the drill down pie chart shows the different languages in the world. Next technique is a bar chart. So bar chart is basically the type of chart in which data is represented in a vertical series and used to compare trends over the time. So in this picture shows the data, stacked bar data in the bar chart, in the form of bar chart. using the different user. 4 users shows the data. Now next technique is the scatter and bubble chart. In scatter, this name shows create the chart in which the position and size of bubble represents the data, and used to show the similarity among types of value, mainly when you have the multiple data objects and you require to see the general relations. Here the scatter and bubble chart shows the data in the form of bubbles and using the scatter plot. Now next technique is a 3D chart. Creating a 3D chart, rotate and view a chart from different angle which support in representing the data. So here shows the different 3D pie chart using the different fruits, shows the different fruits combinations. Now next topic is a data visualization process and flow stages. So in data visualization process and flow stages are different tough steps. We discuss one by one. So first is a acquire. First, obtaining the correct data types is a crucial part, as the data can be collected from various sources, can be unstructured. Next is a parse. Then after that we filter the data. Then after mining the data, then after that represent the data, then refine the data and interact the data. Now big data visualization tools. In big data visualization tool, we use the many data like Google Chart, Tableau, and Microsoft Power BI is mostly used in a big data visualizations tool, and 3D data wrapper, data box. That's all. Thank you.